This is meteorologist Mark Molnar. As always, I want to thank you for joining me for this edition of Weather Northeastern. This is no April Fool's joke. This is a winter storm scenario here for your springtime. April 1st, Wednesday night, Thursday morning, parts of upstate New York, Pennsylvania, West Virginia, Vermont, Southeast Canada. This is where we'll see accumulating snow. The heaviest snowfall will occur in upstate New York. I'll give you a hint right there. Upstate New York, northern New York. These are the areas that we'll see anywhere from 3 to as much as 8 inches of snow. So there you have it. No April Fool's joke here. This is real, and we are dealing with it. It will be an interesting system as it rides up along the coastline or just slightly inland. So as many of you like to call it, kind of an inland nor'easter. Thankfully, this pattern will be short-lived, and we'll kick it up a notch to spring next week. Let me unfold the details for you, shall we? Don't forget to subscribe, hit that bell button as well. Let's get right into it. Oh, here we go. Take a look at this. We have winter storm in the springtime. Yes, we do. Winter storm in the springtime. Oh, I'll tell you, this is just, it just gets better and better, doesn't it? It's not an April Fool's joke, people. No, it's not. This is really real here. You're seeing this on the screen. You see the low, moderate, and high categories. Yeah, it's, I assure you, this is not a joke. Thankfully, it will be mainly confined to the higher elevations. And as you can see here across the Adirondacks, even the Poconos, Catskills, probably above 1,200 feet, even around Binghamton, Syracuse, heading up towards, especially the Adirondacks there, St. Lawrence Valley, up into southeastern Canada. That is where you'll see a lion's share of the snowfall. I mean, I can't believe I'm breaking out the snowfall maps here for April, but you know, this is not completely unheard of for this time of year. It will be a coastal hugger. It will be on the weak side. It'll be a very open wave, progressive type thing here. So there you have it. This is quite interesting to see for April 1st. Let's go to the next frame here. Taking a look at snowfall amounts across the Northeast. Yeah, is this January or February? No, it's April 1st. April Fool's Day. Happy April Fool's Day, everybody. Yeah, well, look at this. We have 3 to 6 inches across the Twin Tiers of New York and Pennsylvania, 6 to 8 in the Adirondacks. Now, take note, these highest totals will take place above 1,200 feet, especially above 1,800 feet to 6 inches or more. But yeah, 1,200 feet or higher. And then in the valleys, you're left with about 2 to 3 inches of slushy, wet accumulations, mainly on the grassy surfaces. So the pavement will be a bit warm below, like especially 1,000 feet. So hopefully we won't see too much in the way. But yeah, you'll be waking up and it'll be like a big slap to your face, or more like a punch to the stomach. And almost feel like you'll have a case of the Mondays here across the Northeast. It's just one of those days you just want to lay inside and hibernate, you know. Just if you do get that opportunity to like call out of work or something, why don't you just do that? Because that might be just a really grand idea for you to stay home at this point. So if you have that luxury, do it. All right, let's take a look at the Mesoscale feature here with the thanks to Tropical Tidbits. Oh yes, thank you very much. Low pressure system moving from the Carolinas up to New Jersey by about the time of 8 a.m. and then up to Boston about 10 a.m. and then up to down East Maine by noon hour. This system is really booking it. It's almost like it's got to be somewhere real fast. And yeah, when you wake up in the morning, you're not going to want to be anywhere really fast, especially with the upstate New York and northern Pennsylvania there, where the snowfall will be falling at a rate of 1 to 2 inches an hour for at least a couple hours there. So that'll drop the mainly 2 to 4 inch range totals there, locally higher above 1,200 feet. There is a severe weather aspect to this side of the winter storm. This is the warm side of the storm, obviously, and no, this is not an April Fool's joke either. This is kind of a bit on the serious side here, and you can see most of Florida. This evening, it's mainly across southern Georgia into Wednesday evening, into early Thursday morning, extreme southern South Carolina. And then the Florida Peninsula, especially basically on Thursday morning here. This is where we'll see threat of damaging wind, large hail, frequent lightning, that sort of thing, maybe an isolated tornado. This is a very vigorous system. It's not going to be a widespread severe weather outbreak, but would not rule out the slight category here. Places like Tampa, Orlando, Miami, Fort Myers, all the way up towards Jacksonville, and even the Panhandle here, Tallahassee. So there you have it. This is the severe aspect. After this system moves through, I got really good news. There is no severe weather days going all the way through Easter here. So that's 2 thumbs up. There you go. And that's not an April Fool's joke either, people. Boom. Look at that. This is taken next week, the middle of next week. Look at that. Temperature anomalies. Much of North America well above normal for your average highs. I digress here with the fact that, yes, we will be seeing a lot of cold air, but next week, things really start to turn around across much, especially the east here. So we'll see a much above normal temperatures, and that kind of goes hand in hand. Actually, it kind of doesn't go hand in hand with our next frame here, because I'm going to explain a little bit of the relationship here with the NIO Index. All right, NIO Index here. Yeah, it's a little puzzling. I know. Let me just explain here. This has nothing to do with April Fools either. We have a temperature anomaly map I showed you previously. Now, as you see, look at how the NIO Index is going negative next week. And that's not really correlating with usually what happens. I know the NIO Index, as you get into the warmer months, it tends to have a little less, it lacks a little bit of its luster, so to speak. It doesn't have as much influence. However, I do assure you there is a delayed reaction too. A lot of times during the warmer months, you'll have either the following week or the week after that where it kind of catches up. So we'll get to that point here. Precipitation totals. Here we go. Wow, look at this. Out west, it's not too bad. It's Pacific Northwest. You see a little bit of activity, but that's not out of the ordinary for this time of year. Back east here, we have most of the precipitation that falls along the east coast. This is with that winter storm for your Wednesday night and Thursday. And yeah, it gets a little bit heavy up here into portions of New England. Most of that will be in the liquid form along the dark green of upstate New York. And up in northern Pennsylvania, that is mostly in the frozen precipitation variety. And the upper level air pattern for North America. Look at this. Yeah, this is a major punch in the stomach, slap in the face, whatever the heck you want to call it. Across North America, you got that polar jet riding so far low. This is not completely unheard of for this time of year, but as I said, what are we doing here? Did we take a time machine back into January or even December? Because look at this. I think December, January called on the phone, and they are looking for their temperatures and their wintry precipitation back. Look at that. Colder trough here across the Great Lakes into the Northeast. This does stick with us through about later Friday until Saturday. This trough will start to lift out to the Northeast, and then we finally get a warming trend that sets us up for next week. And the trouble spot for snowfall, this takes us for, you're looking at for your Wednesday night into Thursday morning, 6 inches or more across the upper Tug Hill into portions of the Adirondacks. Outside this area, your chances of 6 inches or greater of snowfall dwindles to less than 20%. So not a very good chance outside this zone. Derek Rensselaer from Lebanon County, Pennsylvania. Take a look at this. Some springtime flowers. This is back on March 27th, 2021. Looking very spring-like. Nice capture there, Derek. And John from Islip, New York. Take a look back on March 29th. He had some flash flooding going on with his area first tornado of the year. Looking interesting across the region with all of that rainfall. Look at all that ponding going on. Wednesday night, here we go. Look at this. We have the cold front starting to move through along with the stalling frontal boundary to the west. We don't have that low pressure system just yet riding up along the coast, but as you can see it towards the coast, rain continues. As the temperatures fall throughout the night across upstate New York into Pennsylvania, the rain will change to snow. It'll mix with and change to snow after midnight and accumulating a couple inches places like Binghamton, Syracuse areas. Further west, Buffalo and Erie, you're going to see less than an inch out of this, so nothing that grand or exciting out of this, but it's mainly the central, north central locations here. And taking a look at your Thursday here, look at this. This is reminiscent of the end of December, January, February time frame. Look at that. It's wow. Yeah. This is supposed to be springtime? Yeah. Okay, right. You're probably going to wake up on Thursday morning and think, what the hell? What the heck on earth is going on out there? You look and you'll see the white snow all over the grassy surfaces and trees. Higher elevations, it will be accumulating on the roadways as well. Binghamton, Syracuse, Burlington, the areas like that, you'll pick up a couple more inches of snow here. And, of course, the Poconos and Catskills, I'm keeping you to about around 2 inches out of this. It's closer to the coastline. You remain warm. That low-pressure system moving right up through central New England at this point, focusing its energy to the northeast here. So there you have it. This is your... It's not an all-out nor'easter. It's kind of weak, a little bit on the weak side, but nevertheless, happy April Fool's Day. Into Friday. Look at that. It's like, is the bad memory over with yet? No, it's not. It is TGIF. You have that going for you. You don't have to worry about going into work on Saturday morning, but look at this. You're left with the leftovers here. The lake effect streamers kind of pouring off the lake here. You will have some breaks of sun, but look at that. It's really cold, really below normal. We're running 10 to 20 degrees below average here at least. So this is just miserable. What does that set us up for the weekend here? Let's take a look at your Saturday. There it is. Look at that. Wow, it's like somebody flipped a switch, snapped their finger. Sunny skies, brilliant sunshine from Pittsburgh to Burlington, to Boston to New York City, to Toronto to Erie, to Binghamton to Harrisburg, to Scranton to State College. Look at that. 50s everywhere. It's only the outer fringes up north there. You're stuck in the upper 40s. But look at that. New York City. If you get a chance to go to New York City this time of year, is really beautiful. Sunny and 56 degrees. Look at that. 56 and sunny in Harrisburg as well as Pittsburgh. Enjoy your extended forecast. Upper Susquehanna River Valley, Binghamton to Scranton, and all points in between. Wednesday night, snow, 1 to 2 inches. Those 2 inches will occur on the hilltops. 1 inch in the valley as well as 1 inch in the valley on Thursday. And 2 inches on the hilltops. This is wet, slushy snow. It will stick to everything, will weigh things down. Low of 30, look at that, high of 34. Just shows you how wet it is into Friday. Scattered snow showers off the lakes, breaks of sunshine later in the day. Look at that, only 17 for your low, 33 for your high. Look at that, 12 for a low on Saturday. That is with the really crystal clear skies on Friday night heading into Saturday morning. Radiational cooling really taking effect in the valleys. And then look at that Sunday. Clouds roll in, windy conditions up north. It's 56 as we get a big, huge warming trend for next week. Time to break out the tropical margaritas, everybody. All right, let's take a look because that's all I've got for you for your April Fool's weather. Let's go to the finale. As always, don't forget to like me on Facebook, MeteoMark, and Weather Northeastern. Give Facebook, social media some love here. Weather Northeastern as well. MeteoMark on YouTube. Please subscribe, hit the bell button so you get notified when I come out with one of these videos. MeteoMark.com, WeatherNortheastern.com. Also Twitter, WX Northeastern. As always, I want to thank you for joining me for this edition of Weather Northeastern, and join me next time as well as I'm coming out with my hurricane outlook very shortly. Stay tuned for that one. Could be an interesting year.